We all studied about laws of thermodynamics, but what is the importance of these laws? So let us study about it. I am Praveen Purohit, Department of Physics, B.V. Bhumreddy College, Bidar. The thermodynamic state of a homogeneous system may be represented by certain specific thermodynamic variables such as pressure, volume, temperature, and entropy. Pressure is denoted by P, volume is denoted by V, temperature is denoted by T, entropy is denoted by S. Out of these four variables, any two are independent variables, and when they are independent variables, the others may be considered as their functions. Suppose if pressure and volume are two independent variables, then the other two, temperature and entropy, may be considered as their functions. Relation between thermodynamic variables. The first and second law of thermodynamics provides relation between these four variables. That is, from the first law of thermodynamics, we can write the equation dq is equals to du plus pdv. And from the second law of thermodynamics, we can write dq is equals to tds. So from 1 and 2, equation number 1 and 2, we can write TDS is equals to du plus PdV, or du is equals to TDS minus PdV. This equation we call it as the third equation. Equation 3 expresses the change in internal energy of the system in terms of four thermodynamic variables, that is pressure, volume, temperature and entropy. Here du means the change in the internal energy of the system, T is temperature, S is entropy, P is pressure, V is volume. So equation 3 expresses the change in total energy of the system in terms of four thermodynamic variables, that is P, V, T and S. For a complete knowledge of system, we require some other relations. Therefore, we introduce some functions of variables, namely the pressure, volume, temperature and entropy. There are four fundamental thermodynamic potentials. The first one is internal or intrinsic energy. It is denoted by U. Second one, Helmholtz function, denoted by F. Third one, enthalpy or heat content, denoted by H. Fourth one, Gibbs potential, denoted by G. So let us see the first one, internal or intrinsic energy, U. Here, the total kinetic energy and potential energy of the system is called as internal energy of the system. It depends upon the state of the system. When a system passes from one state to the other, there is a change in internal energy. And this is independent of the path followed between the two states. But it only depends on the initial and final states. So from the first law of thermodynamics, change in internal energy of the system is given by du is equals to dq minus dw. We can call this equation number 4, where du is internal energy of the system, dw is equals to pdv, that is the external work done, and dq is equals to tds, the quantity of heat supplied to the system. Thus, we can write du is equals to TDS minus PdV, because in place of dW we have written PdV and in place of dQ we have written TDS, and this is the intrinsic energy equation or internal energy equation, and we call it this equation number 5. The second one, Helmholtz function, denoted by F. The first and second law of thermodynamics yields the equation du is equal to TDS minus dW. We can call this equation number 6. Suppose the temperature of the system remains constant, then we can write TdS is equals to d of Ts. Then equation 6 becomes du is equals to d of Ts minus dw. We can rewrite this equation as du minus d of Ts is equals to minus dw. Again d of u minus Ts, d take outside the bracket, inside the bracket u minus Ts, then it equals to minus dw, or we can write df is equals to minus dw, where f is u minus Ts. We can call this equation number 7, which is the Helmholtz function. Here f is nothing but a f equals to u minus Ts, which is Helmholtz function or Helmholtz free energy. Now look at the physical significance of this. Equation 7 can be written as u is equals to f plus Ts. We can call this equation number 8. But for a reversible isothermal process, the equation becomes du is equals to df plus Tds, or du is equals to df plus dq. dq is equals to nothing but a Tds. So in place of Tds we have to write dq, and the lastly df is equals to du minus dq. Just change the equation, df equals to du minus dq. Finally minus df is equals to dw, because already we know that df equal to minus dw here. So the same thing here. So take the minus left hand side, that will become minus df equals to dw. This is the equation number 9. This relation predicts that free energy is such that decrease in it, that is minus df, gives the maximum amount of work done dw by the system during an isothermal change from its initial state to final state. So this is all about the first two thermodynamic potentials. Thank you.